If you hear some crazy man talking to his dog, it is a crazy man talking to his dog right outside my window. Anyhow, I got my Hiba Salib Alasabi. I don't know how to say her last name. I apologize for that, because I ordered, she put out, which is my little journal on YouTube, I think, and everywhere else. She put out she's been doing her traveler's notebooks. She deconstructs them and puts them in a ring binder, which I try to do, but I don't think I gave it enough time, and it didn't get thick enough to support the rings. And I was like, I like that idea immensely, but I couldn't make it work. And then Monday, watching her YouTube channel, she came out with a traveler's notebook, a traveler's size notebook insert cover. And it has support on the inside. It holds the rings steady so they don't flip-flop. So your stuff doesn't flip-flop until it gets super thick. And then that creates the stability. So I ordered one. First of all, it came very fast, but she's in Atlanta. I'm in Columbia, South Carolina. So we're only 4 hours apart. And it came last night, which was Thursday. And I ordered it Monday as soon as I saw it. So that's darn good shipping. Very nice sturdy box. Nice tissue with a nice sticker and a business card and washi tape. But it came in a bag too. I mean, that's really, really nice. And I will show you. This is not sponsored. I bought this. It's fake. It's like vegan leather. Has a nice whatchamacallit. Oh, it also came with rings. I think these are the 1-inch rings. But it's got a nice cover strap thing. These are very nicely done, nice grommets. And here's the inside, and these are super thick plastic, so these go in it super nice. And it's a little wider, so you can fill it up pretty darn good. And she said you can even get, like, I think she has one with 2-inch rings, but some of her pages stick out right here, right in the center. But really like that, so I am anxious to use this. Fast shipping. I got the, it even has her name on the back. Hiba al-Sabai. Hiba al-Sabai. She's very nice. She's very neutral in her colors. But she's very nice and adds a dimension to the journaling world that's not there. She does Ramadan and has worked with Studio Calico, I think, on Ramadan stamps and things and stickers. Don't quote me on the brands because I'm not sure if I'm right. But just a dimension we don't have, or that I'm not able to find in the States except through her. I don't celebrate Ramadan, but I think that's great that that's all in there. Okay. I love this. Oh yeah, we got to figure out how to work around this today. Which it might be better to start. Oh, I took off my ace bandage, but it's still sore through here. So I put this back on. Oh, and the lady that, Bonnie Hunter, that fell in the mountains up in Vietnam with us, and then went to the doctor in Vietnam, went to the doctor when she got home. She tore up her knee somehow. And they all said it was fine. It just had to heal. It was going to take time. But then she immediately had to go to Egypt and Ireland twice. So she had a month of traveling as soon as she got home. I think she had like 2.5 weeks of rest at home. And then she had to go because they were still trying to make up tours from COVID. And she went to the doctor this week and she tore her meniscus. But she has a much better, kind of like this material stuff, brace with hinges on her knee. And she does not have to have surgery, but she really did some. And my friend that went with me is a retired nurse, and she was an OBGYN nurse, so she was not in orthopedics. But She said immediately, because she looked at it, she goes, she did not get ice quick enough, which was not her fault or anybody's fault. It was just the lay of the land. We were up in the mountains, and they don't have ice machines up in the mountains. As a general rule, it took about a half an hour before we got ice. And then and her doctor, her husband's doctor, she went to her husband's doctor, an orthopedic specialist guy, and he didn't see the torn stuff, and she went to another specialist then. After she got home. Well, it took a while to get in. But anyhow, so yeah. Okay, today the prompt is flashlight, which I spent a lot of time with. I'm wondering if I can use this somehow. I think I can. Let's see. If I tear this down a little bit. If only I knew where my ruler was. It was here. Oh, here. No. Oh, that's where it's supposed to be. I think I'm going to try to do this. Tear this down. Anyhow, mine is not broken or sprained or anything. It's just stretched, I think. And a lot of my body doesn't stretch. I think we might try to do this. Okay. I might have to put these someplace. Now, see, this is going to be awkward working with this, but I'm telling you, just is sore. My delicate self. That's all we're going to say, Kirty, just delicate self. All right, I think I'm going to trace around this and cut this. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's going to work. Thinking it might be the wrong, facing the wrong direction, so it would be the inverted self, but it's going to be okay. Poor Vermont here. Oh, there's a lot of things going. Well, the weather is just... Last night my husband was working on the deck again, on our deck up by the house. Oh dear. I guess I didn't have this all the way over. Okay, it's going to go like that. All right, so that's going to be fine. But anyhow, he had all his stuff outside, and it was clear skies, and all of a sudden, the sky just opened up. Where do those kind of storms come from when it's not even cloudy? It's crazy. And this doesn't have to be exact. Nor the dog barking at nobody, probably. Nothing. Okay. Now, I'm going to kind of color in where I need to cut it out. We'll see if that doesn't work. If it's not perfect, it's okay. I prefer it to be, but it's not going to be. I might cut these a little bit bigger. Uh-oh. I need to try my washi tape here. All right, that gives me a good base. And beyond that, I'm not sure. Which is the way I like to operate. Especially in a journal like this. Okay, that's not perfect, but it's okay. Get my point across. And I might even come back in here and do the little edges blue. But I am going to cut off this part. Well, no, I'm going to paint that little bit of white blue too. But that's going to be after I'm finished. You know what? No, we're going to leave it like that. Okay, flashlight. Kind of thought maybe having like the glow of the flashlight come out here and then show raindrops here, because that's all I saw. This has got some glue on it. And I don't want that orange tape showing. I think that's too thick. Okay, I could spend all day amending this part. Let's just do this. Okay. Stop fussing with it. Throw all this little garbage away. Okay, this thing is going to drive me nuts. This is so cumbersome. All right. Now what? I don't know. Okay, hold on. What if I did gold? I could do gold as like the raindrops with light on it. Let's see if I like that. Kurtie, I'm sorry about your acrylic. I don't know. I don't dislike it. And it doesn't have to be. I've been saying it's not going to be a representation of the prompt. It's just going to be a page that the prompt is written on. But I want to focus on tiny little details. doing things tiny and slow. Those are like way too organized for me. See, this is still so sore. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, that's good. I don't know if you can pick that up. The gold. All right. I'm good with that. I'm wiping my paintbrush off on here. Just creating other paper. In sewing, they call it, in quilting, they call it leaders and enders. Because when your machine, when you put, this is your fabric, oh dear, this is your fabric lesson for the day. When you put your machine, your fabric under the machine, and as a general rule, you have to put it all the way under the little tool, what they call the presser foot. And if you don't, it's a good chance that the needle going down, which there's a hole under the presser foot for the needle to go down into to grab the thread, the bobbin thread, and come up. Your machine can jam your fabric down in that hole. If there's just a fraction of a millimeter hanging off with no support, it'll go down in that hole. Anyhow, so to prevent that, you sew a scrap piece of fabric, and then you don't tear it off or anything or cut it. Then you butt your fabric up, the piece you're sewing on, really right up against it. And that way that little scrap fabric pulls it through enough that nothing gets caught down in that hole. Most always. And you do the same thing at the end. Those are called leaders and enders. Where was I going with this? Oh, this is a leader and ender in art, in paper art. You always have, depending on your project, you can wipe off your brushes, ending and starting with a clean brush. Okay. Whew, all that to say, now what do? Let's look through our fabric. Not our fabric, but our paper pile here. Here's some yellow. Could this be the flashlight? But that's going to block my hole. Maybe. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if there's a flashlight in here? I don't really want it to be, hey, here's my flashlight. Here's raindrops. I bought this years ago thinking I was getting something else. And it's sticker paper. There's a light, a bike light. Huh. Again, I really don't want it to be represented. I wonder though, could we make kind of like, I smeared my paint. That's okay. Like a Nick Bantock picture with this. Nah, I don't like that idea. Here's some of, I'm pretty sure this is Robin McClendon. I don't know if that's appropriate either. Ooh, here's some bright yellow. Oh, here's some of this paper I made somewhere else. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that. I wonder if we can tear this. I like that. Doesn't make any sense with the gold raindrops, but that's okay. If you can hear my stomach growl, please ignore it. And the fact that it's straight right there doesn't bother me for some reason today. Sometimes it does. Okay. Progress a little. I'm digging in the proverbial tray over here. Ooh, here's another piece that I really like. Ooh. I'm still trying to keep the holes open. So I keep working on this side, cutting down the pieces of paper that I keep adding in. Ooh, this is the magazine page I printed, but here's some blue and gold. I'm trying not to get the white edge on here. So I'm tearing it backwards in what seems to be, to me, backwards. Pulling it, pushing it full front. I don't know. I know the art class I took with Concy, who I talked about yesterday, said you can give your piece more stability if you connect things. I might add more gold. Ooh, here's a little person. Here's me holding the flashlight. Okay, it's all starting to mesh. See the abstract person, there's the body, there's the head. So here's me holding the flashlight. Yes, now that's got white on it. I think I'm going to add more gold. This is me thinking out loud. This is how I work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is the anatomy of a raindrop through my flashlight. Okay. I forget that I have a camera on sometimes. You know what? I think this is the best paper. This is a magazine page. And you just keep painting acrylic on it, and sometimes watercolor over the acrylic, because depending on the kind of paper you're painting on, it separates and gets these cell-like things without using cell starter, whatever you call it in the art world, like when you're pouring paint. But I think now I'm going to, some of this has too much glue on it. These are my Caran d'Ache pencils, which are water soluble too. Basically another form of Stabilo All. Somebody I heard just got Stabilo Woodies. Who was it that I watched? Like, oh, you're gonna like those. At least I do. Might need more. No, we're working tiny. We're working tiny. Keep the thicker one away. And then I'm kind of exaggerating. But you know what? I might use it as a paint palette. Just going to take my paint off of here. Because we're kind of making amoeba shapes. Again, the details. The tiny, working small, looking at your items through a microscope. Like a raindrop through a microscope with your flashlight attached. I don't want them to be exact. It's kind of look like paisley though. Ooh, that's pretty. I need a little more water. And my paintbrush is all jaggedy, so it's giving me these weird lines, which is great. It's like separated bristles because it's been mistreated. Oh, I like this. There's me. Me needs an arm. We're going to give me an arm right there. All right, let's see here. You know what? I'm going to stop. Can you see all the gold? Oh, that is so pretty. I didn't like it for a long time, but I like it with a little bit of the black. And again, it's just abstract. Just abstract. Love it. Love it. Like it a lot more. Let's just say that. So where can I put flashlight? Okay. I love that. When this is really good and dry, like tonight or something, I'm going to trim some of this white that's showing. Oh, no, I was going to paint it blue. Oh, that's right. Let's get out our wetsuit, which still happens to be here. I'm not really putting on a wetsuit. This is called stretchy wetsuit. And it's really pretty. Not exactly the same color, but it's going to keep the white away. Oh yeah, that helps blend it a little better. That helps. That's much better. Much better. Oh, I love that. I really like this. I don't know why. It's kind of ugly. But it's so ugly now. It's kind of cool. I worked through some of the ickiness that I didn't like. And now I'm liking it. Much better. There goes another chainsaw. That just never stopped. What is our prompt for tomorrow? Pine. That can go in many different directions. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Loving it. Can you see the gold? I hope you can. There. A little bit. Oh, that's really pretty. This is our page right here. Should do it like this. That's our page. Love it. This is our view sideways, which I like better, actually. Thanks for watching, as always, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.